They're gonna know how children helped pave L. Ron Hubbard way. Children. They're gonna know that children are in your junior Sea Org, and they have to work, with the kids like 8 years old, 25 hours of hard labor a week. Are you out of your mind? Are you out of your mind? You think that children are just adults in small bodies? Where do you come up with that stuff? Oh, L. Ron Hubbard. Okay, well, he was a fiction writer, a science fiction writer. And your beliefs and all your things that you say and do and believe in are a science fiction writer. He even said, he said that in order to make money and everything, you have to turn it into a religion. And that's what he did. He turned his sci-fi books into a religion and then charges the heck out of you guys. He either gets you to be slave labor or you pay through the nose. And, okay, I'm not saying you don't, some people say they feel good with this and feel, okay, you know what? That's your right. But you don't have a right to hurt other people. You don't have a right to keep people against their will. I mean, why do people have to escape in trunks out of, gold base? Why do they have to do that? Yeah, he was a bad science reader. He was the worst. But why, why can't, if somebody wants to say, hey, I don't want to be in Scientology anymore, just let me off gold base, why can't they just go? Why do they have to sneak in trunks? Why is that? Why do children have to be separated from their parents and be put into Sea Org for the junior Sea Org to be raised by you and not by their parents? Why can't the children be raised by their parents? Why is that? Can you explain it to me? And we plan on showing up to the next chamber meeting because we know Kathy, the president here, is, I believe, the president there, and we want the businesses in the chamber to know what you do. See, I came here and but now you really pissed me off. You really pissed me off by letting a man assault a woman, a young woman, who's young enough to be my daughter. I'm not tolerating it. We're not afraid of you. We're not afraid of you. But we are sick of you. And we're not tolerating it. So, it's in your best interest to give up Tom Valdez. Stop protecting him. I mean, it doesn't mean we're not going to keep protesting, because now you got our attention. You really got our attention. And see, you were hoping, all the attention was down in the Blue Building down in Hollywood. That's where the majority of the attention's been, but you know what? Now you're getting the attention here. You're bringing it here. So you know how you always accuse people of bringing it? You need to get your ethics in. You need to go on a whatever e-meter machine, because you got to figure out what you did, what you in there did to bring this on. This is your fault. According to L. Ron Hubbard, you brought this in. Kathy, the president, what did you do to bring this in? We're going to ask you. I'm going to do an audit. Is my name Audit? Audit's going to do an audit right now. What did you do to bring in all this energy, all this protest? What did you do? Where did you fail? What did you do? You brought this on yourself. You need to hold accountability. I need you to write it out. Write out everything that you've done. Write it all out. And then you're going to go on the machine until it says clear. When it says clear and we have you confess everything that you've done, then, okay, it'll all go away. Not really. I mean, that's just the lie we tell them, right? That's what you tell everyone. It goes away. So, what did you do to bring us here? You know this is your fault. You know that you are responsible for us being here. You know that. L. Ron Hubbard says that, and you know in your heart of hearts that he would never misguide you, right? Because that's what you believe. L. Ron Hubbard can never be wrong. And he said when bad things happen, you're the one that brings it on. So who in here brought this on? Who? Who? What did you do? Who's guilty? Who is to blame for this protest being at this church? Nothing happened for years here. There's very little. I'd see a little bit of people come and go and whatever. But why all this energy now? What did you do? You're guilty. You need to fork over some money and get your ethics in, and you need to do your auditing. You need to get it to clear. Why is this happening to you? What didn't you do with it? Who brought it in? Was it your choice to protect this fugitive? Did that bring it in? Did you make wrong life choices to protect the bad guy and not the victim? Was that what brought it in? You're going to come here and we're going to keep asking this question. Is your reactive mind what's your reactive mind telling you right now? Am I triggering your reactive mind? Are you having a reaction to this? Are you reacting? Are you feeling angry right now? If you're feeling angry, you're bringing that in. That's on you. Are you feeling scared? Again, if you're feeling scared, what did you do to bring that in? Everything that happens to you apparently is your fault. That's what your leader tells you. It's you. Have you not given enough money for this? Maybe that's it. Okay, Kathy, I'm going to help you out right now. I'm going to give you a gift. Not that you deserve it, after harboring this fugitive. But people, maybe you haven't paid enough for auditing classes. Could that be what's doing it? Did you not take out enough credit cards that you can't pay back? Did you not borrow enough from family and friends to the point where they won't even take your call anymore? Did you not take out mortgages and loans and lie to get these loans? I mean, have you not done enough? Do you not work 5 jobs to get enough money? Is that, maybe that's what's bringing this in. You haven't given this church enough blood, sweat, and tears. So what's bringing this in? What did you do? 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 We know this is your fault, right? Isn't that what your training tells you? Now, for the ones who do the auditing, are you asking the right questions? Maybe you're not asking enough questions. Are you asking these people why they're bringing all this in? Why can't you come and just do your auditing in peace? Why can't they just come into the classes in peace? Whose fault is it? Is it the auditors? Or is it the one being audited? Is it the directors? Is it the people, maybe the parishioners or whatever you call them? I call them, I don't know, I have different, it depends. If they're if you're paying $250,000 to find out that you come from, the Xenu, you find out about Xenu at OT level, was that 8? And you find out the truth, even, I believe Tom Cruise quit and walked away from it. When he found out that, like, I came this far, and what's this about the Xenu, okay, so
Remedy tried to escape.
he quit, and then God only knows what they bribed him with to come back. So what did you guys do? Someone's been naughty. You know, next Christmas when you guys bring Santa, because we know you celebrate Christmas, he's going to ask who's been naughty, who's been nice, and you're going to have to tell how you've been naughty. You're going to have to tell. You're going to have to tell everyone what you did to bring this in. I expect, Osa, are you listening? Osa, if you're listening, you need to get down here to North Hollywood pronto and interview every last one of your little ducks to find out who is bringing this. Who hates Scientology? Who secretly despises and resents and regrets joining? Because isn't that what's bringing it? It's them. Somebody's regrets joining this. Somebody feels the financial pinch and can't take it anymore. Somebody misses their family. The people in here, you have too many people that are miserable, but they're too afraid of you. They're too afraid of being fair game. They're too afraid of being, harmed, which I don't blame them. But if you're in that situation, if you're in there, and you...
Can somebody get me the Aftermath Foundation phone number?
If you don't want to be a part of this anymore, if you want out, we stand behind you. We are here for you. We want to help you. We want to support you. There is the Aftermath Foundation. 956-752-8484. 956-752-8484. Shout out to Ricky. Because see, Ricky and I, we care about you. We want you to get out if you want to get out. Can you please just send out Tom Valdez? Send out Tom Valdez. He is wanted for assaulting a woman. Your Thetans is going to get worse and worse. You need to get your ethics in. You're not being ethic. Where's the ethics? In harboring a man that would assault a woman. But for the Aftermath Foundation, and again, thank you, Ricky. 956-752-8484. They will help you. I know this is not a Sea Org. These people in Sea Org are being tortured and trafficked, and their lives are a living hell. You people volunteer for this crap, but maybe you're in so deep and you feel, oh, if I only go a little bit further, if I just get to, these OT levels, I'll save the planet, I'll save the world, and I get to live. It doesn't matter what happens in this life because I have endless lives. No, you don't. This is your life. You don't know what's going on beyond this. This is your life. This is your chance to live a life. And you're living it broke, busted, and disgusted. So for what? So L. Ron Hubbard can get, and these people can get rich off you. So David Miscavige can get wealthy off you.
His name's Lafayette.
They're having a good life. And you're struggling to pay for all this stuff. And I get it. Maybe you're like, I came in so deep. Let me tell you, I'm going to save you the money. You do not have to go to OT level 8. Basically, the storyline is that there's this crazy Xeno warlord in this space, okay, out in in space, and he was upset about overpopulation. Okay, like everyone, let me know if I'm getting off course with the story. It's so crazy, it's hard to remember it. But basically, he froze them, and then threw them into the volcano, and then out here on planet Earth, and then I guess there's bodies, that's your Thetans, and they're all on you. You have all these Thetans on you, and it's all because of Xenu. And this is who you worship. Like, you worship the Xenu dude, and you don't even know it. And he did this to you. You're gonna find out in OT level 8 that your own god, Xenu, did this to you. Okay? So imagine the slap in the face that's going to be if you pay $250,000 for that. Imagine you're paying $250,000 to find out that the Xenu character did this to you intentionally. And here you are paying every last dollar you have, suffering, to find out how to save the world and be free from these thetans. And then you know what? It ends at OT8. There is nothing beyond OT8. You never get beyond that. So you never do find out how to get rid of all your personal thetans. You only find out how to get rid of groups, they go all the way up to, but you never find out. So the joke, and this is L. Ron Hubbard's doing. The joke is on you. He laughs at you. He's been laughing at you for decades till he died, and now in hell he's probably laughing at you still. That you are never going to find out how to really be free of these thetans. That you're still going to have your internal demons, or I guess the external demons, whatever. Because there is no OT9. So you never find out how to be completely free of thetans. And that's the rub. And there you go. I just saved you $250,000. I don't want a penny from you. I give it to you freely. If that's what's holding you back from leaving, is that you think if you get through the OT levels, that you will save yourself and your planet, you're wrong. And if he's wrong about that, he might be wrong about reincarnating, for a billion, people sign billionaire contracts. You know what? If he lied about all that other stuff, I'd be questioning about that too. This may be the only life you ever get to live. And look what you're doing with it. Look what you're doing with it. Look, and what if you have somebody that needs mental health help? What if they need help? They do not believe in psychiatry. They don't believe in helping anyone. Sometimes people need a counselor. Don't you ever feel depressed and want to talk to somebody? You're not allowed. You have to talk to your auditor and confess everything. You don't think they're keeping track of everything that you've done? So if you ever want to, they're trying to scare you. If you ever want to leave, then they have a record of everything you did. But really, who cares? People will help you anyway. Just get out. Don't be afraid of them, what they have on you. I want you guys to hear. You guys need to listen to the people who have survived it. But you guys need to listen. Look up SPTV. And you'll hear it. They don't want you to hear it. They don't want you to have any access to the internet. That's because they don't want you hearing the truth. Can you please release Tom Valdez? He's under arrest. There's a PPA on him. You're adding more things that you're going to have to confess to. You're auditing sessions. You have to get your ethics in. Oh, that's awesome, Jeremy. You're so amazing. I have your poster child. But you know what? Oh, Jeremy. He says he wants to leave. Oh, yes, please give Jeremy the Aftermath Foundation. You changing your mind, Jeremy? That's awesome. That's awesome. Don't worry, we got you. The Aftermath Foundation's got you. Don't worry about it. So anyway, what did you do to bring this on? What did you do? Somebody did something. Better get to confessing. Because, and everybody, I want you to look to the person next to you. Look to the person next to you and ask them if it was them. Was it you? So was it you that brought this here? What about the Patty Baber lawsuit? Ask somebody, ask your people there about the Patty Baber lawsuit. Ask them. But look at the person next to you and ask them, was this your fault? Tell the person next to you to get their ethics in. Tell the person next to you that they need more auditing because obviously they're not clear enough. They need to get the clear. Because you brought this in. You pulled it in. You pulled it in. This is all on you. Why do I have to be here? Because of you. You did this. You're making this happen. Your mind is still too reactive. You know how we know it is? Because look what Tom Valdez did. He got mad. He saw a sign and got mad and pushed somebody. That is classic reactive mind. You're supposed to not do that. You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to not have a reaction. But Tom Valdez had a reaction, and a bad one. But guess what? That's your fault. I mean, it's his fault, but it's your fault, right? Because maybe you're not training them hard enough. You're not doing enough auditing. You're not pushing him enough to put more money in this. He's an actor. You should have been bilking him at a much faster clip. You didn't get enough money from him to get enough auditing in. And now look at how you're all suffering. It's your fault. So, I think I'm going to leave. I think I've made my points. I think you need to get your ethics in. I think you need to do more auditing, and you need to really have a good heart-to-heart talk with yourself and figure out what it is that you're doing. Because it's easy to point the finger at the person next to you, but you know what? When you point your finger at them, guess what? They're pointing their finger at you. And you're probably both right. It's all your fault. Yeah, you have like some shady guards. Is that why you are always hiring LAPD? You think that they're more scary, that we're scared of LAPD? We're not scared of LAPD. What did he do to Lisa McPherson? Do you guys know about Lisa McPherson? How she was held, she was having a mental break, but they don't believe in psychiatry, they don't believe in getting any help, and that woman suffered, and she was like really excited about being a Scientology into this, and they just were so, they had her, like she had cockroach bites all over. I didn't even know cockroaches can bite. I didn't even know that's possible. And she was, and they finally took her to a medical hospital with a Scientology doctor, passed by 4 different hospitals, and then but she died. She died. That's how disgusting. That's who you're working with. That's who you're a part of. And you know what? That's on all of you. It really is, because if you know about that and you still don't say nothing, you don't speak up. And maybe this is coming to you because of that. Maybe since you failed, you guys all failed Lisa McPherson, maybe that's why this is happening to you. Maybe that's why we're here. Could that be a possibility? Think about it. Either way. Think about it. Tomorrow we're going to have to see, we're going to have another auditing session. We're going to keep having these auditing sessions. And guess what? They're free. I'm not even going to charge you. I mean, how much do they charge you? $8,000 for one auditing session? I'm giving it to you for free. You should be thanking me. So tomorrow, get your little e-meters ready. Okay? Or you can use, toilet paper holders, whatever, to me it's all the same. It doesn't matter. You just need the little thing in your hand, and we're going to get you to clear, okay? We're going to get it to clear. We're going to make it all go away. But we're going to have a lot of work ahead of us. So get ready, okay, people? Okay? So get ready for the next auditing session. I think you've had enough tonight. I think but tonight you think about it, okay? You need to I need you to write out a list of 10 things. You write it out. 10 things of why this is happening. What you did. And then I need you to snitch on the people around you. I want you to list everyone else there. And you're going to snitch, and you're going to tell us what it is that they did to bring this. So you're going to confess your own, what you did, and then you're going to tell on everybody else. Because that's how we do it here in Scientology. That's how we do it. You got to snitch on yourself, and you got to snitch on everybody else. That's the rules, and you pay a good price for it. But we're going to do it the Scientology way. Okay? So you have a good night. Get that paper ready. And one by one, we'll discuss it, and we're going to get you to clear. Don't worry, we're going to fix it, okay? We're going to fix you. We're going to fix you. We're here to help. We're here to help you. And we're going to talk more about the foundation, the Aftermath Foundation, to actually get the real help. This is just the beginning. We're going to help you with your reactive mind. We're going to help you with all of it. We're going to help you get your real ethics in. the real ethics, that you're not going to harbor people that do this kind of thing. Okay? So have a great night. Yep. $8,000 per audit, right? Oh, and don't forget, I think you all have your purifications coming up, right? You gotta go pay, you know, how much are they? Are they like 10,000 too? Or is it 800? Is it 8,000 per audit? No, maybe it's 8,000. I might be getting the price wrong. I might need reading glasses. I don't know how, I think it's $8,000 for the purification. Right, where you guys have to drink like massive amounts of niacin until, you know, you're burning yourself like raw. And you take all kinds of vitamins and cocktails and stuff. And then you have to sit in a sauna for 5 hours a day for like 5 days a week for like 3 weeks. Just to pure out, you know, just to get rid of all, you know, the radiation from Xenu. So you gotta get that done. But just don't do it to children, because we're here to protect the children. We're not gonna tolerate that either. That's not a religious act. Sorry, putting a child through child abuse is not a religious act. Do you understand that? Abusing a child is not a religious act. If you want to do a purification for your religious act as an adult, a consenting adult, I'm not going to stop you. Go for it. But a child cannot consent. Can we all understand that? A child cannot consent. That's going to be the final words I say to you tonight. A child cannot consent.
You know, my hope is, I know some people that say, you know, they only want to, you know, I want to help the kids, number one. But if there's anyone that really wants to get out, I'd be the first one willing and happy to help them. But I know a lot of these people don't want out. And so, well, then they can deal with their thetans on their own.
Pack it up! Pack it up! Children cannot consent. No children in Scientology. No children in Scientology. They cannot consent.
The fake Chicago people.